Welcome to the special show of News Karnataka, Womenia, the Woman of Impact. Hi, this is Ananya Hegde. Today we have with us a behavioral coach and trainer, Mrs. Preetham Kamath. Welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Now let's have a VT of Mrs. Preetham. Mrs. Preetham Kamath is a postgraduate in counseling psychology. She has worked at Infosys as well as other corporates as facilitator, corporate trainer for over 10 years. She is a chief trainer at World Konkani Center for their Kshamata and You Get In programs, having trained more than 10,000 students. She is a faculty of ICAI for the past 12 years, imparting the training at Mangalore, Manipal, Kannur, Calicut and Thrissur centers. Preetham has worked at various colleges with students and conducted placement training sessions, as well as she has worked with AICTE and undertaken faculty development programs. She is a part-time faculty at St. Aloysius College for MSc Corporate Psychology and Faculty of Psychology PGDC at Roshni Nilaya, Mangalore. A certified POSH, Prevention of Sexual Harassment and Gender Sensitivity trainer. A life member and currently Secretary of Mangaluru Udupi chapter of Indian Society for Training and Development ISTD. She is a charter member of Winners Club Toastmasters International Mangalore and a charter member of Port Town Advanced Toastmasters International Mangalore. Also a member of Rotary Club of Mangalore Metro. Ma'am, to start off with, how was your childhood? Is there any memorable incidents that you could share with me?
Well, I think you're making me the counselee right now. It's the first question we ask in counseling. Suppose somebody comes like, how was your childhood? So I would say that it was a great childhood. I mean, growing up in the 80s was fun.
Okay.
I was a part of a group where I was the youngest. So there's a saying, no, atake untu lekka killa. So I was that particular child.
Okay.
I had a great amount of fun, and it was so easy. Like we could just go visit our neighbors' houses, sit there and demand food.
Right.
Can you imagine children nowadays doing that and eat whatever they gave us? And basically parents would come searching for us at 8 o'clock like, are you there? I mean, is my child there? And take us home. So that was a very easy, very fun childhood and lovely memories there. Though I was a bit lonely because my siblings were born much later. So that I think that would be summing up my childhood days.
That's nice, ma'am. Now that I know about your childhood, ma'am, I also want to know how was Preetham as a student?
I think that's a question best suited to my teachers. I'm sure there'll be mixed reviews. I think the most often statement that I've heard is that you have so much more potential and you're not applying yourself so much. But I was good at what I did. Some things came very easily to me. Some things, like I was not very fond of maths. I think so many people will agree, you know. I used to love chemistry, biology, but somewhere maths and physics didn't quite appeal to me. So I could say that humanities was my calling, and that's where I finally landed. So as a student, definitely mixed reviews, Ananya, as in, I would like to think I was a good student, but I also challenged my teachers quite a bit. And as every child would probably have gone through in their storm years, I did make life a bit miserable for my teachers in terms of the fact that I could be a little difficult and want to question every single thing they did. So I think that's what I would say.
Kind of a naughty student.
I was. I can't say I was a total backbencher. That would be a disservice to the fact that I wasn't. I would sit right in front and behave like a backbencher. Now go figure that out.
Right.
So that was there. I would like for the teachers to like me.
Okay.
So that was there. I wanted them to like me, but then there was always a sense of a questioning mind was always there. I wouldn't accept anything they would say just like that.
Okay.
That was there.
Nice. That's nice. Now that I know that you were kind of a notorious student, I don't say it as mischievous, but yeah, a lot of talkativeness I can also see. Ma'am, you have received a lot of certifications. I mean to say you were, back of it, I can say probably. So what is that motive? Did anyone tell you to do that? or it was you who wanted to learn a lot of things?
So to paraphrase, you're asking me about my training
Yes.
interests and how did I get into training?
Yes.
So this was a question a lot of people have asked me, so I think I'll set the record straight. See, I've never taken any kind of like certification initially when I started training. It was, I would just say that I think the universe conspired because I was actually a law student. I finished my law and I was looking forward to a particular journey in that domain. It just so happened that I got an opportunity to work with a few corporates at that particular point. Infosys was looking for external trainers. And so I went for this training. Here I have to mention that Dr. Malini Hebar at that point was the pivot, if I could say, and the person who introduced me to this lady and said, maybe you can think of looking at this particular field. It was a very new field at that point.
Right.
In 2003. Not too many people were very aware of training L&D as a profession, and neither was I. But somehow I took to it like duck to water. So there were no training certificates at that particular point. It worked out, and see, corporates are very, very straight about it. Like you can, it just does not mean you have to be a good speaker. There has to be a knowledge bank as well, and you have to be able to communicate to that extent where it shouldn't be too much and shouldn't be too less, and finding the, basically the balance. Somehow it fell into place by God's grace, and there was no looking back. So I did not actually work in the place where I trained for or I studied. It was a different field altogether. But I must say that my BA in psychology and literature played a huge role in terms of the training profession.
Okay, rather I can say you as a people's person, maybe?
Yeah, I am. Now, people would like to call me an extrovert, actually.
Okay.
I am not actually an extrovert in that sense. When I'm around people, I believe in making people happy and being happy myself.
Right.
But otherwise, I'm left to myself. I'm, I wouldn't kind of meet too many people otherwise. I'm not on social media. That should say it all.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah. Ma'am, you are into many different, social organizations. Did it really help you to grow in your career?
Yeah, I think I should at this very point mention Toastmasters. And the fact that I joined Toastmasters when I was a 19-year-old, I met people who were of my age at that particular point of time. So I got a very different perspective to life, which was very, very helpful in terms of what I am today. So Toastmasters was very important. It gave me the confidence in terms of my speaking abilities. I'd already won a lot of competitions. So you have that sense of, been there, done that. So Toastmasters opened your, the vista and said, okay, you may have been there, you may have done that, but there's still more.
Correct.
There's still more to achieve. There's a lot more you can do, and lots of room for improvement. So that was something that Toastmasters did for me. Apart from that, very recently, I've been a part of 2-3 other organizations. One would be the Rotary clubs that we have joined. I'm also a part of ISTD, that is the Indian Society for Training and Development, and I also served as its immediate past secretary. So that was coming back to the field in which I've been working for the last 18 years.
Okay.
So Ananya, that was very, very good for me. Also, I've recently joined the Inner Wheel. Now, a lot of people would like to say, why? So it's a varied organization.
Correct.
See, my training requires me to be in and out in, say, 3 to 6 hours, depending on the time given to me. I meet different people. I do not get a time to build rapport with them previously or later.
Correct.
So I just get that X amount of time. And I think because I'm open to meeting a lot of people from different strata of society, it really helps in terms of my training profession as well. So I would encourage trainers. In fact, apart from building a knowledge bank and your skill sets and obviously technological skills, at the end of the day, you're relating to human beings.
Right.
So if you could be a part of a lot of organization, NGOs, that would be fantastic for your career, because you really know how to interact with people, and I'm still learning, if I may say so.
Right. Ma'am, you have been, training a lot of people, I can say more than thousands of students.
Yes.
So what is that one thing, as per your observation, what is that one thing the students are lacking in?
Oh my God, today's students are like, let me start out by saying they're living in the information age. So they're fantastic in so many ways. they really know a lot more than I knew at their age. We were pretty naive and really wet behind the ears. Students nowadays aren't. But then at the end of the day, you're a teenager, you're a young adult, you're a young adult. You may have information, but probably you do not know how to channelize it. So I would say that today's millennials,
correct,
okay, what would they require to do is, I think they should be just get out of their smartphones and actually have some life experiences. I think otherwise they're doing fabulously well. I mean, they're very lucky.
Yeah.
They should all realize that you're very, very lucky to be a part of, Gen Z, as they like to say. So you're very lucky.
Yeah.
I just think real life experiences also required along with all the virtual stuff that you do. Otherwise, you're doing fabulously.
Definitely amazing, ma'am. That's true. Actually, it's a fast-moving world.
It is.
So
I know that FOMO thing that your generation has. I mean, you belong to the same generation, right, Ananya? So like that fear of missing out is so much there, and you managed to transfer it to our generation. So I'm a generation X.
True.
So you managed to transfer it to generation X and generation Y. But honest to God, everything, you can't experience everything. I believe it was not to be like that. So I think what remains in our memories is the true experiences that we have. This would just be like a movie, like if I would ask you, so many movies you watched, what is your favorite movie and the favorite scene, then you would have to have that experience that watched the movie so many a times, right?
True.
I wonder if this analogy will work. But you guys have it all. You just need to learn to channelize all your energies in the right direction.
Correct. Ma'am, any profession will definitely have critics or ups and downs, right? So I just want to know, how do you handle it as a trainer?
See, as a trainer, let me tell you that we don't get trolled, at least. So we are not on the, I mean, look at the celebrities. I really feel sorry for them from the point of a mental health professional. It is so terrible to lay your life out for everybody to walk all over, comment all over, and basically pass judgment. So as trainers, we'll have a very small part of it, very, very small part of it we have, because you're just giving us a feedback with regards to our particular knowledge that we have, or the manner in which we decided to do the knowledge transfer. I think it's very fair, right? That if people have given you their time, they have every right to tell you what they liked and definitely what they did not like. Sure. I think I've grown so much as a person because from day one I got feedback. I mean, I entered a profession where the minute I finished my class, I had to tell them that there is a link and please give your feedback within 3 days, which would be compiled, tabulated and given back to me. So initially when I was a rookie, it did hurt. I mean, come on, we're all human.
Yeah.
But as I grew up, I realized the self-awareness part of me has grown, so I know that what I wanted to say, and I know somehow sometimes it may not have been taken in the same spirit, but then that's still a learning in progress. As a trainer, I cannot hang up my boots any day and say, oh, now I know it all. I think that day will never come for me as a trainer. So how do I handle it? Open to learning. And then that's about that.
Right. Learning is never
it
stopping.
Never stops. Even if I'm in the program of or the profession of knowledge transfer, it has never stopped. There's so much to learn from everybody, every single person that I meet. So I don't think I would take it to heart, or I feel bad somebody said that. Sometimes I would wonder that maybe I intended something and maybe the impact was something else. That is what I would feel, but then that's again something for me to chew on and improve.
Right, I get it. Definitely, ma'am.
Yeah.
Now that I know that Preetham is an energetic person.
Not so much now.
How does she balance her family life versus the professional life?
So this is for a generation Z. Please marry a man who's very supportive of you. I married my best friend. Okay. So I think that was the best thing that I did. So some days I do feel that a person could be more supportive, but genuinely what I have to say is that no man is an island, and I couldn't have managed so many things all by myself. So having a supportive spouse and a family who's very encouraging, who's understanding of the fact that somewhere you are in some kind of a weird limelight that they sometimes understand, sometimes don't understand.
Right.
But then I think that family support matters a lot, and that's where I find the balance. So when I have to do something, like I travel for work. So people ask me like, how does your family manage? I say that it's for a very short time that I travel for work, and everybody can handle their own life. I don't believe that we have to empower people, right?
Correct.
not make them dependent. That's how I
True.
That's how I
Very true,
think.
Very true. Ma'am, it's been so many years that you are into training, right? As a trainer, what do you think that this is the one thing I should have, or any trainer should have?
Okay, it can't be one thing, Ananya. Training, it's not one thing. I think that, see, I truly believe that if you have knowledge, you will find a way to transfer it. So basically, I feel trainers are people who are good at a certain subject or maybe vast array of subjects.
Right.
And communication skills are a must. I mean, you have to have confidence, right?
True.
So that is there. So I would not say there's one particular aspect, but I would say that knowledge reigns supreme. I mean, knowledge is power. So if you're knowledgeable, I feel that you would find a way to transfer it to people, to disseminate the knowledge that you have.
Right.
I think that's the way it goes.
Definitely. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, how do you want to contribute to the society?
There's a lot of things I want to do, Ananya. I mean, that would be like a 10-page, 10 marks answer. I would require extra sheets.
Okay.
I believe I've not done enough, and I've concentrated quite a bit on my family as well as my work. That balance is there. And like, I'm in my 40s now, so I would really love to start working in areas. I've got a lot of avenues where I'm able to contribute. And I think people who are watching this, people who want me to be in those areas especially, would be having a big smile saying that we're waiting for you to come and do these things for us. So here's an open statement I'm making. I'm very willing to work in the right kind of organizations where my thought process in terms of what I want to do and theirs definitely match. I'm very open to doing that. So my contribution would definitely be towards children and women. I would like to work in a lot of areas which would contribute to their growth.
That's nice, ma'am. I think that's a great cause. You have some mindset or you have a goal what to do.
Yeah.
I think it's best of best. Ma'am, now that we have had a little of serious conversation, so now let's have a rapid fire round. Are you ready?
Okay, so it's what coffee with Ananya. What apple juice with Ananya? Okay, all right.
Yeah, anything you call it as, I don't mind, but you have to answer me now.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Your first question: describe yourself in one sentence.
I would call myself irreverent.
Okay.
Okay.
If you have had the time machine with you, would you go to past?
Or would we visit the future?
Yeah.
See, Buddha tells you that you please enjoy the present moment. All right.
No preachings.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I would like to go to the past. I have a lot of people, a lot of loved ones that I've lost. So I think if I could, now that I've lost them, I wish I could go back to the past and spend some more quantity time with them. Right. That's what I'd like to do.
Okay. Your favorite hobby?
I would say it is reading. But I think that I used to read at least 4 to 5 books when I started in a week. Then it became a month. Now it's come to 1 or 2. So, but it still remains my favorite. I am getting back to it.
Okay. If you have got a lottery and you have won some XYZ money, which thing you would like to buy first?
I'm not in a place where I'm like very materialistic currently. So I think what I would do is, since I've been working with students all the time, there is this organization called World Konkani Center. And we've been training students for the past 10 years. So I'm going to give money to that organization.
That's
First thing I will do is I will donate money to World Konkani Center.
So kind-hearted. Yes.
No, I truly believe that. So help me to get a lottery and I will prove it to you.
Okay.
We'll rig a lottery for me.
Right. Ma'am, what is that one thing you would never love to give up?
I think that I would not like to give up this wacky sense of humor I have. It's really kept me going in all kinds of situations. So I can laugh at most anything. So I think I'd never like to give up on my sense of humor.
All right. So what is that one thing you like about your family?
I like the fact that my family gives us a lot of space. Like literally we are in like different planets at some time. And we are not interfering at all. So I love that about my family. No interference, zero interference. But they're there if, they're a call away. And if you ask for help, they're all there. But otherwise, we're all Huh.
Got it.
Yeah.
So what is that, one thing you currently enjoy doing?
I'm setting up my house right now.
Okay.
So I feel like a kid in a candy store. I keep going to various places, look at articraft, look at furniture, so that's what I've been currently doing. And right now I'm going to shift to plants because I'm going to be doing my garden.
Okay.
So very soon that will be happening. And this is what I'm doing right now.
Right.
Apart from working,
Okay.
this is what I'm doing.
That's nice. Which is that favorite spot in your hometown?
I think people in Bangalore, we've become so we've gone so many. I'm not going to say the beach or the park. I think the favorite spot in Bangalore is my own house. So currently it is Dwarka. That's where I stay.
Okay.
So that is my favorite spot.
All right. If not India, where else?
I think it keeps changing, Ananya. But I would love to actually be in Denmark.
Okay.
Denmark is very progressive in terms of the way that they give women a lot of chances to be a part of their corporate world and a part of and enjoy their domestic life. If you should know, people, I'm sorry, rapid fire. Very rapidly, I tell you, by 2 o'clock, women have to go home because children come at 3.
Okay.
And yet they're a part of the corporate and everything. So I think very progressive in terms of that. So Denmark.
All right.
And they have wonderful pastries.
Okay. Nice. What is that one thing people should not take it seriously, but they're taking it seriously?
Themselves.
Okay.
You should not take yourself so seriously.
Okay.
So I think the best thing that we can do is laugh more often. So I think the best thing that I really would say to anybody listening to, do not take yourself so seriously.
Okay, that's nice. One last question in this show.
Okay.
What is that one message that you want to pass on to the viewers of News Karnataka through this platform?
In terms of what I would like to say, like simple gyan over here is, I've seen that in my life. See, when we are very young, we want to go very fast. So that saying is there, right? If you want to go fast, you'd go alone. But if you want to go far, go with a group. So I would definitely say that this is what I would leave. So in terms of the fact that I want to say is with women that I have seen, initially all of us can be pretty selfish and that I want to shine and I want to be the one who is know it all and go forward. But at the end of the day, I think if we collectively work together, we can really bring equality among the genders, but we need to be very supportive of each other. So I think we need to go together and then we can go really very far. Singularly, I can go this far. But together, I think we can go really very far.
That's really nice of you, ma'am. I think she's an energy booster for all of us today. And also, thank you so much for passing so much of energy because
thank you.
The aura is totally different.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am, for motivating all of us. And I hope viewers also have liked your talkings and your life journey till now. And we wish you good luck for all your future endeavors.
Thank you so much. And let's not forget the lottery, okay, Ananya? If I ever win the lottery, that's what I'd like to do. Just
give a call to me.
Yes, I will. So then we can have a News Karnataka special out there at World Konkani Center.
Definitely. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Ananya. Thank you for the opportunity to News Karnataka. It's been a treat.
Thank you for watching. Catch me in the next episode of Womenia, the Woman of Impact. Until then, bye-bye. Do like, share and comment the channels of Facebook and YouTube of News Kannada and News Karnataka.